Greetings, you people. This is Briarstone, and I welcome you back to Skyrim Roguelike. This is Chapter 9 of Episode 9. Nezark is about to get to work. Now, the first job that Nezark got from the Thieves Guild, or I should elaborate on that, the first job that Nezark got from Vex is leading him off to Solitude. Okay, there's a heist job that he needs to do in Solitude by getting a golden necklace from the Radiant Raiment, I believe it is. I have to steal a golden necklace from the Radiant Raiment. Now, the Radiant Raiment, I'm guessing, is a shop. And the biggest problem about that is that it is in Solitude. If you've been keeping up with this particular episode, Nezark barely got out of Solitude with his life. There were arrows whizzing by his head. The soldiers were very relentless. They really wanted Nezark dead. Okay. Could Nezark go back? I asked you guys that question, and I got really and truly almost a resounding no, that he would not go back. But then again, what broke that up was the fact that people did mention that he's part of the Thieves Guild now. Does he want to say, you know what, I can't do this job? The first job that he's given by the Thieves Guild. Does he say, I don't want to do that job? What would go through his... Does he keep it? Does maybe at a later time, does he try to do it later? I don't know. You guys mentioned that he probably would. So that is what we're going to go with. Now, Jinsal made a very, very clever point. I could pay to reduce my bounty. Apparently there's somebody in the Thieves Guild that you can talk to pay to reduce your bounty. I don't know who that is yet. I'm going to have to figure that out. But right now I'm going to see if I can get another light job, quote-unquote light job, that Nezark can try to do in order to make a little bit more cash and perhaps, you know what, maybe even hit the age of 12. That would be something. Do a little bit more lockpicking, a little bit more theft here and there, come back, sell to the fence. We're going to see what we can do. So right now, we're getting up. Come on, Marcurio. Now, also, Vosro says I need to put some clothes on. Apparently, you guys think that I should be wearing the Thieves Guild armor. And there it is. Maybe get a good look at Nezark here. Come on. Face the lights. Look at that kid. Some tailor-made Thieves Guild armor. It's kind of fantastic. Now, Tonelia, that's this girl here. That is our fence. So anything we sell, we can steal, we can come back and sell it to her. Now, there's Vex. She gave me the job of death. And Karen made a very good point. Perhaps Vex does know or has some insider knowledge on Nezark and his dealings with the entire city of Solitude. And because people think that Nezark is probably going to be a little bit better at her job than she is, you know what, it makes sense that she would be a little pissed and be like, you know, okay, go off to Solitude and do this job for the guild. Knowing good and well that Nezark probably would not drop that job because he wants to make a good impression. But at the very same time, the odds of doing that job, of finishing that job, are slim and none, and she would be back on top. Right now, her position is questioned. And Delvin Mallory.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street and dropped you into the thick of things without telling you which way is up. Am I right?
Now, what would Nezark say? Nezark would probably try to say, I know what I'm doing. Although, I suppose I could use some advice. What would he say? You know what? I can take care of myself. Nezark will say, I know what I'm doing.
Lying to my face isn't going to win you any favours with me. I can promise you that. On the other hand, taking some of these extra jobs off my hands, now, that'll get you to the top of my list.
Okay, so we opened our mouth, and Delvin could smell the bullshit. Very, very cunning guy there as well. I suppose I could use some advice. Nezark will open up.
See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who wants to get rich and stay alive long enough to enjoy it. We're gonna get along nicely. So, if you've got the nerve, I've got plenty of extra jobs to help get the guild back on its feet.
Do those jobs not include solitude?
Look around you. The flagon, the guild, it's all falling apart. A few decades ago, this place was as busy as the Imperial City. Now, you'll be lucky if you don't trip over a skeever instead.
Yeah, I think Delvin right now is kind of like impressing Nezark in the idea that, you know what, you have a job, you do that job. So that's sort of solidifying in Nezark's head that he's going to have to go back to solitude, as deadly as that sounds, and as much as I do not want to send Nezark back to solitude. Hopefully though, this guy did mention he has some extra jobs, and, well, maybe we can pick up something nearby and not in solitude. But anyway, let's listen to the story. What happened?
Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft for saying stuff like this, but I'm gonna give it you straight. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who or what it is, but it's beyond just you and me. We've been cursed.
Now, I don't think Nezark would think that he's insane for saying that we've been cursed. I think it's passed through Nezark's mind a few times that he's been cursed. Growing up with Draelus the way he has, everything that has happened in Skyrim sort of lends itself into thinking that, you know what, Nezark's been cursed as well, although he's still alive. Maybe he's cursed to live and be hit with all sorts of drama for the rest of his life. Who knows? A curse? What can we do about it?
I'll tell you what we do. We spit in that curse's face.
Okay.
And turn things around out here.
Damn straight.
Put things back the way they were.
Okay.
That's where you come in. I've got plenty of work available that could guide us down the road to recovery. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this smelling like a rose.
Smelling like a rose in the rat way. So, what are you offering for extra work?
I handle the fishing, numbers, and bedlam jobs. The ones with a more personal touch. If break-ins are more your thing, go talk to Vex.
Well, break-ins are technically more my thing. However, Vex has sent me to my doom. So what I'm hoping to do, without telling you directly, Delvin Mallory, is get a job that does not involve solitude. Give me something that I may have more than a 5% chance of finishing. Now, do I want to do math? Actually, I do want to do math. Tell me about the numbers jobs.
Most of the establishments in Skyrim keep their transactions recorded within business ledgers. Your job will be to change the numbers in those books so the shortfalls from our other jobs look legit. Feel like doing a bit of writing?
That's actually rather interesting. A little bit of embezzling here. I'll do it.
Nice. Yeah, this is what you'll need to know.
Okay, now don't say solitude. Do not say... Oh, make changes in the ledger at Blacksmith in Riften. Thank you, Delvin. This guy likes us. Vex still hates us. Marcurio... You know what? Many of you have also mentioned that we should have some sort of bond between me and Marcurio. Right now, we bought Marcurio. I don't know what Marcurio thinks of us, but right now, Nezark, having seen Marcurio save his life, at least Marcurio is true to his word. When he says he's going to help you, he means it. That is some amount of faith that Nezark really would enjoy having. A little bit of extra stress off his back. Now, he's a little too young, I would say, that he would start to think about it a little more in depth and be like, if I pay this guy to fight for me, what happens if somebody else pays him a little bit more? But we're not going to worry about that. Nezark, even if that comes up into his mind, he can't think about that. No, he wouldn't do it. Okay, Vekel the man. This guy is a little bit more pleasant of face.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
Well, it's true. I mean, Nezark would probably nod at that. He is very skinny. even for an 11-year-old. He's not actually built for much other than skulking. Anything you'd need done around here? That's good. I like that. That's a good attitude. Nezark would have that attitude. Let's do that.
Now that you mention it, there is. I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature, looking for some particular books.
Well, what kind of books?
I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you.
Would you split it well?
Then we have a deal. In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as Ingvild. He preferred the solitude in which to perform his experiments.
Did you guys see that typo? I think they changed the name of the guy. Anyway, Arundel. Yeah, they did change the name of the guy. I don't know who that was. But anyway, sorry. I saw something that took me out of the story. Alright. Can you share anything about the Thieves Guild? Who better to ask about anything that's going on around the place than the bartender?
I don't know about the others, but I sure am glad to see a fresh face down here.
Oh, thanks, man.
The flagon used to be packed every night with the boys from the guild. But now, look at it. Last few years have been pretty bad. I've almost closed this place up.
Well, that would make Nezark feel a little better. Nobody else has said anything about him being here, at least nothing positive, really, except for Veckel, because he's the man. Alright.
Alright then.
Now, having the long conversation with Veckel the man, Veckel would have told us where we can find Ingvild Barrow. So we're going to put that where we can follow it. The heist job. Retrieve the gold necklace from Radiant Raiments in Solitude. Well, we know where Solitude is, and we know where Riften is. We've got clear directions from Delvin there. We know where the blacksmith is, obviously. It's Riften. Not exactly a hard place to find. Not with a forge out front. So we're going to go there first. And it should be a piece of cake, right? It should be a piece of cake. Oh, God. Now, concerning the honey brew job, I had a resounding, well, pretty much a resounding no from you guys in concerning the fact, should I try to do the honey brew job? Now, since there is a resounding no, I'm not going to do it simply because, well, it almost sounds like the Solitude job. It sounds like suicide, actually. I think that's the proper term. And
Yes?
I'm going to go with what Quackjag had to say. I believe it was Quackjag who mentioned that we do not have... Okay, just put that out of your mind right now. We do not have the hunting brew job. We're going to retcon this to say that Nezark gets the hunting brew job after he becomes an adult, right? So that way it doesn't seem like several years pass before he finally goes and does the hunting brew job, okay? So right now, Nezark does not have the hunting brew job. He does not have the main quest for the Thieves Guild questline. So just put that out of your head, and that's going to be one of the first things that we try to do if and when we become an adult. You know what, I should just say, if and when we get the hell out of Solitude, when we get there. Oh my god, this is going to be so stupid. Look at that, Nezark's almost the age of 12. Almost the age of 12. He's got a long way to go. But I don't think there's any... How do you get out of here? Oh, there we go. And this is the secret entrance / exit of the Thieves Guild. That's good to know. Now I don't have to go through the rat way again. There's a guard over there. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Alright, what do we have for food? Well, I've got more booze, that's good. Chicken soup. Thirst has been quenched, and I'm full. Chicken soup does the body really, really good. Now, just give me a second while my game loads the rest of the place. There we go. A little bit better. Now, let's go to the blacksmith. Come, Marcurio. Or should I leave Marcurio outside? I think I probably should. We're going to leave Marcurio here in the market square. As soon as I find it. Okay, well, there he is. Alright. Marcurio, you doing a little shopping without me? That's fine.
Yes?
Wait here.
Don't make me wait too long. I get bored very easily.
That's fine. We leave him there, and we're going to do... Where is the place? There it is. Got spotted there. It doesn't matter. I'm just going inside a shop, guys. I shouldn't have to walk up and sneak into a shop. Not the shop that I can go into with legal requirements there. How's it going? I'm going to talk to this guy, because of course he's going to see me. He's going to be wondering what I'm in here for. So, Ajorn Fire Tamer. Talk to me.
Have you met Balaam? I'm his apprentice. He's teaching me all about being a blacksmith.
Really? He's outside working, and you're in here. You know what? He needs a new apprentice. I'm pretty sure I could be a great apprentice, actually. Of course, then again, if that's the way apprentices do around here, hell, I could easily sit in front of a fire and drink some mead and not do a damn thing. Alright. I don't want to steal the... There we go. Alright. I'm not taking anything from here, because I don't want anybody to suspect that anything was wrong. I'm going to talk to him one more time.
I used to live at the orphanage here in Riften. Grolod said my ma and my da left me there when I was a baby. They didn't want me.
Well, that's nothing any child should ever hear. Give him a little pat on the back. It's okay, I'm an orphan too. Pat, pat. Or at least, I may be an orphan. There is a large part of Nezark who is hoping that his father is still alive. But, given everything he's experienced in Skyrim, and there's no guarantee of that, and it's like anything else, though. Life is all about hanging on to hope. If you have nothing to hope for, then you have nothing to live for. Alright. Where's this? Unlock this gate. Just for the experience. I'm not really going anywhere, I just want the experience. Oh! I got it this time, no problem, no sweat. Look at that. Okay, no. Close the gate, that's fine. Well, looky there. Nezark just had a birthday. Nezark is now the age of 12. I'm also sort of going back a step into becoming a functional, I'm going to say functional, quote-unquote functional adult. I will not have to be the age of 18. 18 is actually too old to be, you know, now I'm an adult. For our main culture, yes, Western culture, yes, it is about 18 that you're considered an adult. But honestly, when it comes to our species as its own, about 15, 16 is actually the age of an adult. And I'm saying that when Nezark reaches the age of 16, he will be an adult. He will be grown up. Obviously, he won't have any facial hair. He's going to have a few scars. But he will be grown up and he will be able to wield weapons and do the things that he needs to do a little bit more naturally in the scheme of what Skyrim is like. Also, I'll need to do some training with, I think there's somebody in the Thieves Guild that does weapon training. I will have to have done some of that. I have to pay for some of that and get that done so that I can also say that, yes, I can use weapons now. But anyway, when your level increases, you must choose to increase your health, magic, stamina. You can also select a new perk at this time or save it. We are going to level up our health. We're in good health. Now let's see what we can do. You can imagine, too, if Markarth actually sticks around for the entirety of Nezark's youth there, from the age, well, the ending of his age 11, from age 12, I'm going to go ahead and say from the age of 12 to the age of 16, if he sticks around for 4 years, Markarth he's definitely attached to the boy. We're on a level of sneaking or pickpocketing. Or can I even... Can't do any of that, actually. So let's move on over to, what, sneak? Sneak is very strong. Backstab, that's nothing we can do at the moment. Muffled movement. We are wearing armor now, so noise from armor is reduced by 50%. Let's do that. That way we are still sneakable. Light armor, that might have been something to pick up too. But you know what? It's just the age of 12. Hopefully we can hit 13. Oh, I need to go grab what's-his-face. I left Markarth behind. Markarth will not leave our side, but we will leave Markarth's side. That's just wrong. Alright. Let's find him. Should be around here somewhere. There he is. Just waiting.
Something?
Follow me.
Try not to walk into any spike-filled pits or filthy skeever dens.
Well, that's unfortunate that you say that, because we're going back to the rat way. Although we're going not the easy way. Well, I guess it is the easy way. That's a good term, too. But the shortcuts. We're going through the shortcuts. How do you... Oh, that was easy enough. Open. Dragon flag. Let's go turn in our first job. Yes! Oh, we're going to get a little bit of reputation. And some gold. Alright. This is good. This is good. Alright, so we got Markarth behind us, yes. I also need to find my bed. Voseros mentions that I should find my bed, because next to my bed there is a book. There's my bed that I need to check out. Okay, read Shadowmarks. What is this all about? By Delvin. Okay, this could be interesting. Need to know your way around, eh? Don't want to stumble into a necromancer's house or fall into another trap set up by the city guard? Then you need to read this book from cover to cover. Learning to identify the shadow mark can mean the difference between making a fortune and ending up with a blade in your gut. Ugh. The clever little marks are carved all over Skyrim, mostly on the door frames or fronts of buildings. But you can find them pretty much anywhere a thief's been. It's the way we talk to each other without talking. Keeps the newer thieves from becoming dead thieves and all that nonsense. Well, this should be very interesting for Nezark, because he is one of the new ones. He's new blood. There aren't that many of the bloody things, so I don't want to hear any excuses about not having the time to learn them. Anyway, enough of my gabbing. Time to put your wizard's cap on and do a little research. Shadowmarks. Okay. The Guild. This is the symbol for the Guild. This means the place is as safe as the Flagon Cistern. If you see this shadow mark, someone from the Guild is nearby for certain. Okay, safe. We usually leave this shadow mark when we've scouted and found a safe way around something. A hallway without traps, or maybe a house that's already cleared out. If you see one of these, head the way it's pointing and you'll be fine. Oh, this is very handy. If you see this shadow mark, which looks like an arrow going into a skull, I think I can remember that, head the other way or take your life in your own hands. It means there's something ahead or beyond that door that wants to turn your insides out. Escape route. Now, on the rare occasion, it better be a rare occasion if you want to work in the guild, that you find yourself in jail, look for this little beauty. You see this shadow mark and escape is just a few steps away. That's fantastic. Protect it. We can put these shadow marks on places we don't want you to go, as in stay out of there or there's going to be a boot up the backside. These people are under the guild's protection and should never be robbed or assaulted. This is the fence mark. This should quickly become your favorite shadow mark. The person near this mark will buy your hard-earned stolen goods for a fair price. Thieves' cash. Who says we only take and never give back? If you find this shadow mark near a chest or maybe a hollowed log, you're in for a surprise. A gift from the guild for the thief in the field. Whoever said membership didn't have its privileges. Loot. There's something near this shadow mark worth stealing. Saves you from breaking into a place only to find the people don't even have two septums to rub together. Empty. The opposite of the loot shadow mark. Pass on this place. There's nothing inside. I can hopefully remember some of those. How am I faring in terms of check needs? Am I sleepy? I'm slightly tired. Let's get a nap. A couple hours of sleep should be fine. Okay. And let's go talk to Delvin. Delvin Mallory, finish our first quest, and maybe, just maybe, we can get another quest, and maybe, just maybe, it'll be in Riften, and not any other place that's too damn deadly. One of these days, I'm going to have to do the Solitude job, and it's going to have to be before I become an adult, because that's just entirely too long to handle the job, to have a job go on. Talk, Delvin Mallory.
Oh, you're back.
Yes, I am. I've completed the numbers job as you said.
Here's your share. Well done.
This makes me feel so good. Gold, 50 added. That's not a lot, but it's something. It wasn't exactly hard to do. I'm ready for some extra work. Give me more.
Time. Brynjolf's been getting on to me about money.
Tell me about some fishing jobs.
There are all sorts of people wandering around carrying their valuables on their person, just waiting for someone like you to pick their pocket.
I'll cast my rod in.
You in for a little fishing?
Hook, line, and sinker. This is all me. I'll get it done.
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut and you'll do fine. Let me give you the details.
Have you seen the size of my hands? They'll get it done. Where am I going? Wow. That is a long way from here. I'll have to pay to get there. On carriage ride, probably. How much gold do I have? Currently. 752. How much gold can I make? Currently. A lot. I think. I am going to, well, exit Riften. I'm going to hop on the back of that carriage all the way to Markarth. It's actually quite nice to think that...
Wanted to say something to you.
Wanted to say something to me?
I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of impressed how well you're doing around here. Just keep it between us, okay?
I'm feeling more and more like I belong to this family all the time. How did you become so good at picking
Pull up
locks?
a chair, my friend. This is quite a tale. When I started out in this business, I wasn't really interested in the guild or being a thief.
With skills like yours, why not? Apparently people talk about Cynric and his particular skills at picking locks.
I didn't mean to imply I was earning an honest living either. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. I made a great deal of gold doing it, too.
Jailbreaking? What's that?
It's where a client pays you to get arrested, and you get thrown into a prison for the express purpose of breaking out. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and sometimes to... well, to kill someone on their behalf. Either way, the trick was in the escape. That's where my strengths came in handy.
Why did you stop doing it?
Well, as a jailbreaker, you work alone. No guild to back you up. I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as planned, I was on my own.
Dark Brotherhood. This is the first mention of that to Nezark. I think he's probably going to inquire more about that later. Because, again, the term Brotherhood doesn't sound too bad. I think I see what you're getting at.
The last jailbreak I attempted failed. I was imprisoned in High Rock for 3 years before they let me go. After that, I promised myself I'd never do it again.
Why did you join the guild and not the Brotherhood?
I don't know. I think I realized that out in the world, my skills would bring me more wealth as a thief rather than an assassin. Killing someone in a jail is much easier than what the Dark Brotherhood deals with. I guess I wanted to play it safe. I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that.
That's very interesting.
I'm sure we'll speak again.
That little conversation would change a lot in Nezark's future as well. Speaking of which... we have a job to do. We have to get to Markarth, and we have to lift... Hey, well, I got trapped in here. Let's activate that again. Alright. We have to get out of here. Now, which way is out? I'm not exactly sure. I'm hoping I'm going the right way because I would want to make sure that Nezark knows which way is out. You know what else I'm thinking? I just thought of something. Speaking of jail and lifting items.
New in town, eh?
What is this place? This guy. I remember seeing this. Branshay's strongbox. I need a key for that strongbox. And Branshay is in prison. How do I get to him? Would Nezark even think about that on his own? I think he would. Is that possible? Is it possible to lift a key off of Branshay and get what's inside that lockbox? That's actually been... it's been picking at my mind for a while now. Shadra. He has problems. But he has problems with the guild. I'm not going to solve them. Alright. Open. Skyrim. I did know my way out. I like being smart. At least smart enough not to look like an idiot. Alright. Good, good. These light jobs are something I'm going to be doing, I guess, until, well, for a while. I'm going to be traveling all over the world, though, it seems. And possibly to Solitude very soon. Probably from Markarth will I go to Solitude, because I'm close by, and I may as well tempt fate. So look for that very soon. Texura and Crazy Fun Dragon did mention that I should be doing a lot of these light jobs, as well as several other of you seem to think that this is going to be certainly the way to go. Cigar.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your
Where do you want
carriage.
to go?
Please don't be too expensive. Markarth, right? That's where I have to go. 100 gold. Let's go.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
All right. I got my clothes on. Yes, I do. Dapper Nezark. He's going out on his own again.
Ever been to Markarth?
No.
Some say it was built by the dwarves. I can take you to any of the...
All right. New cities, new sights, new everything. Nezark is a world traveler, just like his father, who taught him pretty much everything he knows. I know I'm not going to Solitude at this moment, but I am so stressed out for that. I'm actually stressed out for going to Markarth too, because, well, I still have a job. It's a pickpocketing job, which should go well, but it is still a job that is probably, well, it has potential. It has potential to get me arrested. And here we are, middle of the night. Finally arriving. I'm hungry. My throat feels dry. And I am tired. Markarth City Guard. Into Markarth we go. Actually, I'm going to hang out here for the moment. This is going to bring a close to Chapter 9 of Episode 9, Skyrim Roguelike.
Fine smile on you, friend.
If there's anything about this video that you enjoyed, please leave a like. Please, please, please tell your friends about it. And the stories that we are able to craft here, well, they mostly depend on you guys. These stories are all mainly the stuff you guys come up with, and I don't think I could have made this what it is so far without you guys. I mean, this is just encouraging on so many levels I can't even really express it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed to keep abreast of all the things, and hopefully next chapter we will have a sort of uneventful pickpocketing job, and I am going to have to decide as well whether or not after that job, if it all goes well, do I go to Solitude. You know what? There's really no question about it. There's really no question. I have to go to Solitude. This is going to be... Okay, next chapter is going to be ridiculous. Look for it on Wednesday, guys. I will hopefully have it uploaded by then. Take care, guys. Have a good day or a good evening wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you later. This is Briarstone signing out.